Teach me, Miss Litchy. Oh, this oolong tea is so good. I'm surprised it was so cheap. I should stock up next time they're on sale. But this tea cake is a bit underwhelming. It's a bit too sweet, I think. I hope the ones Platinum brings are better.
Booby lady?
What is it, Tao? You can have seconds, but not thirds.
Yay! Tao, wait! I also came to learn. Hurry up and teach me something.
How studious of you, Tao. There are so many things I'd love to teach you.
There are no injured people here, so Tao's bored. Let's get to the lesson.
Well, not having patience isn't great for business, but I suppose it means people aren't sick or hurt. So as a doctor, it's good. I don't really have any lessons prepared for you, though.
Of course! Where to find good guy, how to get strong like cat person, oh, where to get more meat buns, and how to get the 3 o'clock snack to always be meat.
Oh, yes, of course. Those have nothing to do with studying at... Well, that's a patient that doesn't come in often.
It's the funny lady!
Oh, yes. This is the young child's clinic. Has Rodner injured himself yet?
Did something happen to good guy?
I'm looking for him. Has he been here?
Yes, he was helping Tao study, until the major dragged him off.
What?
Tao helped too. Creepy guy was... Ouch! Ouch! You're crushing me!
She looks livid. Yes, thank you, Tao. Let's talk about something else, shall we? Look, here are some sweets.
Thank you, booby lady.
Right then. Rachel, why are you looking for Ragnar? You can leave a message for him if you'd like.
That's all right. I'm finished here. I'd hoped he could explain something further for me. Please excuse my...
Oh!
Destination reached. No pursuers. Proceeding to the next mission on high alert.
She's so cool.
Excuse me, are you a patient? You don't appear to be.
No, I'm not a patient. Wait, you're Litchy Fei-Ling. I have questions for you.
Oh, booby lady and butt lady. Boobs versus butt. It's a...
Butt? No, I'm not. This is the outfit my unit wears.
Tao, where did you learn to say things like that?
Tao still needs to learn something.
Don't dodge the question.
This obsession over mammaries and derrieres between the lot of you is vulgar and banal. I cannot believe the trivialities I'm forced to endure. I do not wish to be here.
More importantly, Litchy, there's something I must speak to you about. I'm going to be visiting Ikaruga for the first time, and I could use some directions. I've heard you're a teacher and doctor, so you seem like the perfect person to ask. I won't accept no for an answer. If you won't cooperate...
There's no need for that, Bullet. It's a good opportunity to teach Tao, too. I'll explain, don't worry.
Meow meow! Is it time for today's lesson?
Yes, a good topic is just somersaulted in. The allied hierarchical cities of Ikaruga.
Meow meow meow!
Just a sec, I can't spend all day here. Could you please just cut to the important...
Well, if I'm going to take the time, I prefer to give a proper explanation so Tao will understand.
Are you saying you won't comply? So be it. I'll have to force the info.
Such impertinence from one so young. What shall you do?
Bullet, don't be like that. I don't know if someone's after you, but I'm here. And so are Tao and Rachel. There's...
I would rather not be considered a part.
All the more reason to hurry. I can't be bystander.
That stopped being possible when you entered the clinic.
Get to explaining. I'm not afraid to.
Look, no one wants that.
I can't get held up in a place like this. Litchy Fei-Ling, fight or surrender. Make your...
Attack! Hut! All right, Maggot. You will stand at attention until your sergeant gives the order, and you will not speak unless spoken to. Do I make myself clear?
Yes?
I can't hear you. Who do you think you're talking to, Maggot? Some fluffy little rabbit? Don't talk so softly, only that little bunny can hear you. I want to hear you say, yes, ma'am, not whimper like a crybaby.
Does she mean you, bunny lady?
Indubitably.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're gonna come asking me about Ikaruga, you must be one hell of a crybaby.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you?
A crybaby, ma'am. A totally worthless crybaby, ma'am.
Sounds like you're talking right out of your ass when you open that mouth.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am.
What kind of stupid questions do you think you can come in here and pollute my air with, maggot? Can you believe the garbage I've been given to work with? Dumbass kids that don't know Ikaruga from their own assholes. Drop and give me 20.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, booby lady, that's too far.
Sorry about that. Got a little carried away.
I won't deny that was entertaining in a pleasing way.
Well then, now that Bullet has settled down, let's start today's lesson.
About the miracle city,
Oh, is that a patient? We'll start the lesson.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you can stop with that, you know. Come in!
Ouch!
A night, bro?
I may have gotten a little wasted last night. You got anything for that in here?
Kagura the Black Knight. How disagreeable.
Be quiet. You don't speak for all women. Half the people in the world are women. They can't be limited to just one. You only live once. Right, babe? You want a piece of the night? Wait a minute. I'm just getting an eyeful of this.
What is he gawking at?
Is something wrong, Meowster?
It's like I'm a mosquito on a nude beach. Look over here. It's T versus A. Whoever...
Operating solely on animal instinct and lust. Tal, I think you may have found a new friend.
Yeah, Tao passed.
You're the kind of sleazeball that would have women in the military wear miniskirts as part of their uniforms, aren't you?
That's a great idea. The whole reason they're there is to please me, after all. Whoa, check this out. A voluptuous doctor, a big-bootied soldier, a ditzy catwoman, and an elegant gothic Lolita.
That well-maintained facade doesn't completely obscure your disturbing mien.
What's the dark man meowing about?
Oh dear. How am I going to explain this?
More importantly, my silky black-haired beauty, that impeccable body. And you, those glorious childbearing hips of yours. Well, you'll bear me medicine.
Teacher, ma'am. What is this man doing?
Aw, don't think I've forgotten about you, my mysterious little kitten. How'd I take you out for a...
Dark man wants to buy me food? Whoa, you might be the new good guy!
Tao, I forbid you to go anywhere with this man.
And that demure gaze drives me wild. Oh, to all of you I say, eternal love!
Yes, well then, let's begin the lesson on the allied hierarchical cities of Ikaruga.
Tao's always ready!
Yes, ma'am.
Good, children. Then we'll start with the name of each city.
Wait, doesn't anyone want to go out with me?
You are a tiresome and boring little man.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I am not the player of games. Kagura the Black Knight, lest you incur my wrath, you shall not interrupt this lesson again.
Well, I know all about Ikaruga. I can help out.
Dark man is teaching me too!
That's right, I'm leading the way.
Princess, are you not returning home?
I should sample the houseplant. I've heard that it's improved recently.
You're the soul of charity.
The allied hierarchical cities of Ikaruga is an alliance made up of a number of hierarchical cities. Do you remember what hierarchical cities are, Tao?
Mountains with people living on them?
Yes, that's right. Good job, Tao. Very good.
Ma'am, permission to speak freely about the topic at hand, ma'am.
Be my guest. How long are you going to keep that up, anyway?
Since it was my first time going to Ikaruga, I prepared a map. Perhaps it can aid you with your lesson,
Nice one, butt lady!
If only I had such an honest and alluring
That's a great idea. Oh, Rachel, would you mind holding down that end?
Taking up the work of the proletariat. Wait, this map is...
With this, you can see all of the terrain in the allied hierarchical cities of Ikaruga. Pretty useful map, huh?
Did a child draw this? I can't figure out where anything is supposed to be on there.
What the hell did you say?
Anyway, we can go over the details during the lesson. We should still be able to use this map, I think.
I've no doubt that it is at least comprehensible enough for general use. Oh, my mistake.
Cal won't remember it if you only go over the details.
I'm sorry.
Well, back to the lesson. These are the allied hierarchical cities of Ikaruga, formerly known as the Ikaruga Federation.
Federation?
We can save that for another time. Now I'll move on to each city. First, there's the 5th hierarchical city of Ibukido. This place is actually connected to the Federation I mentioned a moment ago.
It collapsed as a result of the Ikaruga Civil War. Part of it's being rebuilt, but a lot of areas are still in shambles.
Ikaruga Civil War?
I know you're curious, but that'll have to wait for another time. It's hard to teach everything in one go.
Impossible, meow!
Are you sure you're not overstating it? Though that's probably just part of your attraction. After that, you have the 6th hierarchical city of Yabiko. That's where my main base is located.
Darkman has a house?
It's not exactly my house. It's the NOL Yabiko branch. Some of the people there are annoying, but the food is great. You can go out for tea, or stuff your face with cheap food, or go out on a date at a top-class restaurant.
He really covered all the bases there.
Sounds like you're advertising yourself, not Yabiko.
Would that be so bad? I'm amazing. Well, I'll leave the introduction of Yabiko up to the main story.
After Yabiko, there's Kazumotsu, the 7th hierarchical city. Kazumotsu is the foremost tourist destination even within Ikaruga.
Tourist destination?
It's a place you go to have fun with your family or friends.
It's a fun place? Is there lots of good food?
Absolutely. Kazumotsu has a port on the shore of the lake where the fish tastes incredible.
It's also known for having lots of rustic, delicious food that's fully prepared and good for you.
I've heard Kazumotsu pasta is superb.
Oh, I love their deep dish pizza, too. The cheese just melts in your mouth. I can't get enough of it.
Movie lady, I'm really hungry.
Yes. Well, it is 3 o'clock. Why don't we continue the lesson while we enjoy a snack?
Yes, ma'am.
The 8th hierarchical city is Watatsumi. The city was completely destroyed in the Civil War.
Okay, I see, meow.
Even I did everything that I could. When a city is hit that hard. And that leaves the 9th hierarchical city, Akitsu.
Tao, haven't you been there before? Stormy, lots of snow falling. It's also referred to as Snowtown.
Now that you mention it, Tao remembers there being a cold place.
Teacher, may I ask a question?
What is it, Bullet?
Hierarchical cities are constantly using devices to manage their weather. Why is only Akitsu snowy? It's not like it was destroyed in the Civil War.
That's...
Luna has returned for the food that was promised. And the attention.
Welcome back, Platinum. What delicious sweets did you bring for us?
About that, Senna wanted one of those candies that come with toys, so we had to get it.
You're the one that wanted it, Luna. We made sure to bring some good ones, though.
I do enjoy a good dessert with my tea. Ah, persimmons. That's an excellent choice, though not as fitting for tea as a pastry would be.
The lady at the shop threw those in for free. Litchy, can you cut them later? Darkman got knocked over by the door.
That was... Another woman. Welcome to the party.
No, just
That look on his face. I think we're in stranger danger.
I am the luckiest man to be surrounded by so many women of this.
End this farce. You spout off a new bit of nonsense every time a woman enters, hoping in vain that one of them will be caught off guard and copulate with you. You are an opportunistic pervert.
Excuse me?
Wonders never cease, do they? Some part of your brain is capable of parsing language. I shall say it more slowly this time. You are a pervert.
Just a beautiful vampire princess trying to come on to me.
What did you just... Stop it!
Why? Thank you.
Funny lady's cringing. What did you do? Stay away from Luna and Senna, you freaking pedo. Why's Dark Man shake?
So many ladies coming on to me at once. I don't know how to feel about this.
This bro is the worst.
Let's get back on track and resume our lesson, shall we? Tao, do you...
Meow. The Allied Hierarchy.
Wow, Tao, that's exactly right.
We only went over that a couple of minutes ago. Is it really that impressive?
Oh, so you were teaching Tao about Ikaruga this time. Luna lived there, so she knows all about it.
Oh, you'll have to join in then, Platinum. So the weather in the 9th hierarchical city of Akitsu. Because the cauldron was destroyed by Ragna the Blood Edge, the weather management device in Akitsu stopped working.
Ragna? What? Good guy did that? And what's a cauldron?
I don't know all of the details, but there are quite a few cauldrons scattered throughout Ikaruga. Relius and Captain Hazama are trying to...
It is a truly foolish endeavor to try and use a cauldron to achieve your goals like that. Let them cackle and plot over it.
Well, you don't have to worry about the details of the cauldrons. All you need to know is that they're big and very powerful things.
Got it. Leave it to good guy.
The azure in Ragna's possession is likely the only power capable of killing a cauldron permanently. Though if you simply wish to destroy one, I'm sure that's within your power, Tao.
Really? I can't wait. Actually, Tao's not sure she gets it. But Tao knows that Akitsu is cold because the cauldron broke.
That's about right, isn't it? To sum it up, there's the central city, the 5th hierarchical city of Ibukido. Then there's the 6th hierarchical city, Yabiko, where my base is.
There's the 7th hierarchical city, Kazamotsu, the tourist destination. And the 8th hierarchical city of Waratsumi, which was destroyed.
And the 9th and 10th hierarchical city, Akitsu, where there's snowfall. That's pretty much it. And the person who governed those allied cities is a man named Tenjo. Tenjo is...
Allow me to tell you of the Master's genius.
Bang!
Bang Shishigami?
What an unusual sensation. Running into him here can only mean worse complication.
Where did you come from? Don't ruin my harem.
Silence! When it comes to talking about the Master, I can't leave it up to you. Anyway, I, Bang Shishigami, shall regale you with stories of the Master. His Majesty Tenjo was a splendid man. He was always passionate and strict, and he was kinder than the very sun. He showed us, the ninjas of Ikaruga, the path of righteousness. He was fair and even-handed at all times. He was a great man who put the people of Ikaruga above all.
Wow. Sounds like he was pretty amazing.
Thank you, Bullet. You understand the Master's greatness, but the Master fell to Jin Kisaragi in the Ikaruga Civil War, and worse. I was by his side but could do nothing. Master! Oh, my...
Don't yell so loud.
Ow!
Scruffy man shouldn't barge in during the middle of class. That was...
Teach, what was that just...
Don't worry, sorry about that. So, shall we resume?
Yes, meow!
That bang. So pitiful.
Well, as the sweaty guy said, Tenjo was slain in the Ikaruga Civil War, and many of the hierarchical cities were leveled before it came to an end.
Talking about the Ikaruga Civil War will take a good while, so let's save that for next time. I suppose that does it for the allied hierarchical cities of Ikaruga. Did you remember all of that, Tao?
Maybe. She's probably just saying that. Luna got everything and she only joined partway through.
Luna, you lived in Ikaruga. Of course you got it all.
Well, that will do for today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Is this my chance? Liberation is now. Good, static like an instructor.
Huh? Why was I at attention? What have I been doing this whole time?
Go out with me.
Huh? All restraints removed. Distance rapidly approaching 0.
Guess having brains in your boobs makes you smarter than having them in your butt.
You're the last one who should be worrying about such things.
Oh my, is there a fight going?
Sounded to Luna like someone got their ass kicked.
Looks like we've gotten as far as can be hoped. Guy, Nago, we depart post...
Yes, madam. Afternoon tea is on the prospectus.
Valkenheim's tea and sweets are superb.
Oh, if you'd like tea, I can prepare some for you.
I would rather not drink tea that comes in a bag.
I've bought better tea since then. Wait a moment while I boil the water. Tao, Platinum, both of you did a great job. Help yourselves to some meat buns or sweets.
Meat buns! Oh boy! Cow is super hyped! Doesn't your brain reset whenever you eat anything, Tao? That's not gonna happen.
Master Jubei was saying reviewing is just as important. Hey, Taokaka, how about a little quiz?
That's a great idea. How about I give you an extra meat bun if you answer correctly?
An extra meat bun? Well, when you put
Do you remember the name of the 5th hierarchical city?
the 5th, Ibukido?
Yes, that's right, Tao. And what's Ibukido like now?
Time for Tao to get an extra meat bun!
Of course.
This was a failure, wasn't it? Oh, next time for sure. Teach me, Miss Lychee.
Luna can't forgive you, Senna!
Stop blowing this out of proportion. I'm telling you, it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, huh?
It was not.
The hell it wasn't!
Excuse me?
You're just begging to have your ass kicked, aren't you?
Huh? What?
Time for a beating, Senna.
Wait, don't!
Hey, Platinum, what?
Is she a meowshikin?
I don't think it's her hobby. Quick, Tao, grab my medicine.
Okay. Luna hurts all over.
Of course it hurt.
Luna doesn't care if she has to take it in the face. Luna needed to work off that anger.
You're the one who got angry. Then you hit yourself.
What did you just say?
Stop it, you two! There's no need for this. You both need to calm down, okay?
exactly fighting. Luna's the one that got angry.
Okay, this is starting to get complicated. What is it that made Luna angry?
Luna thought you'd never ask. Actually, Senna ate the special cake Luna was saving.
Huh? Senna ate your cake?
Yeah? Isn't that horrible?
There can't be that much difference between Luna eating it or Senna.
Are you serious? You can't understand Big Tits McGee. Luna eating it and Senna eating it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. So then, Senna, Luna says you ate her cake. Is that true?
I did, but it wasn't just Luna's. It was mine too.
It was yours, too?
Yes. The cake was a gift from Ragnar, but Ragnar didn't say who it was for. He probably thought he was just giving it to Platinum the Trinity, so it shouldn't be a problem that I ate the cake.
But when Ragnar was talking to us, we were Luna, not Senna.
Yes, when he was talking to us, it was you. But the moment we received the cake, it was me. I was even the one who thanked him.
That's sort of true.
Luna? Oh, hey, Luna. There's no need to cry. It's only cake. You can always get more.
Yeah, Luna. If you ask Ragnar, he'll buy you all the cake you want.
But Luna...
Hey, what's with all the racket? These are not proper napping conditions.
Are you Asriel?
Who is it?
A very dangerous man.
I'm not dangerous to small fry. Unlike you, I don't pick on anyone weaker than myself. Strength is...
What? I'm not a bully.
You can't tell me you aren't the one making this brat cry.
No. This is... Luna and Senna here were fighting with each other.
I only see you and the kid. How could the kid fight with herself? That's a...
Actually, sometimes they can.
Huh? You were bawling your eyes out a second ago.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Senna. The one crying a moment ago is Luna. We're two personalities sharing one body.
Two personalities. One body. I see. Interesting. Split personality.
Well, I guess that's not technically wrong.
So, you're saying until a moment ago, you two were fighting with each other or something?
That's right.
You're pretty fast on the uptake.
Didn't know kids could be so complicated.
Tell me about it.
I'm in agreement myself, actually.
But damn, battling within the same body like that? It's like constant civil war.
Civil War.
What is it, Miss Litchy?
That'll be the topic of today's lesson.
Lesson?
Yes. Okay, let's get this show on the... This is Litchy Phelan.
This is Platinum.
And I'm Azrael.
And this is
Teach Me, Miss Litchy.
Da-da-da-da!
Yay!
What the hell did I walk into?
And in a flash, we're underway with Teach Me, Miss Litchy. Today, I'd like to cover the Ikaruga Civil War. Tao still hasn't come back, though. How far did she go to pick up medicine? Well, let's not worry about that now. Let's start the lesson. Both of you know the main gist of the Civil War, don't you?
Actually, I don't know anything about it.
I fought in it, but, I don't know much beyond whose bones I've cracked.
Oh, that's not at all what I was expecting. In that case, I have no choice. Looks like this teacher is going to have to start from the top.
Make it quick and dirty, please. I'd rather go grab a nap than listen to some long-winded bull.
Right. Don't worry, you won't be bored at all. The Ikaruga Civil War began in the year 2191. It's the name given to the battle waged by the allied hierarchical cities against the Novus Orbis Librarium. At the center of the Allied forces was Tenjo, who led them to rise up in revolt.
Rise up in revolt? Meaning it was an uprising, a coup d'etat, a rebellion.
Yes, that's right. It was an insurrection, a revolution.
Why were they rebelling in the first place?
Because the Allied side was fed up with the NOL's tyrannical rule, of course.
Were they really that bad? Hang on a minute. Aren't you part of the NOL now, Miss Litchy?
Oh, that's actually a bit of a gray area, but that's probably right.
Then I better be careful about Litchy being a tyrant. She might make me cry.
So, you're the bully after all.
No, I'm not. Senna, don't say things like...
Sorry.
Goodness. Anyway, back to the story. So the NOL deployed a massive force to quash the rebellion. They basically decided it was all-out war. As a result, Ikaruga became engulfed in full-scale war.
Yeah, I was. I got thrown into Ikaruga all of a sudden by Sector 7. By the end, I was going berserk on everyone, friend and foe.
What? Berserk?
No one could go toe-to-toe with me. Not the NOL suppression forces, not Sector 7's best. I couldn't satisfy my appetite going after only one side.
You must be very strong then.
What on earth would cause you to go on a rampage like that?
I don't need to tell you. Go ask Kokonoe. That battle was boring anyways. Doesn't change that.
Azriel's starting to look sleepy.
Come on, you two. Stay awake here.
Okay.
Anyway, that war is now known as the Second War of Ars Magus. Major Kisaragi and Kagura both played important roles in it. In fact, during this conflict, Major Kisaragi personally killed Tenjo, the former head of the Ikaruga Federation, and he became known as the hero of Ikaruga because of it. On the other hand, it's said that if Major Kisaragi hadn't taken down Tenjo, then Kagura would have been the one known as the hero of Ikaruga. That was the extent of his influence in the war. But in the middle of battle, Kagura suddenly disappeared. Why he disappeared remains a mystery. The battle itself raged on until Tenjo was slain, and the city of Ibukito was simultaneously destroyed. This brought the fighting to an abrupt end. As for why Ibukito was destroyed, Are you asleep? Wait, how can you be sleeping through this? I'm up here giving it every... Hey! This is no... Hold on. Wait! Now that I think about it, Platinum's been very quiet for the past few minutes. Hello? What? Ah, you were awake. Now don't say that. I've been talking with you all this time. Who are you right now? Senna? Luna?
No, I'm not either. I'm Trinity Glassfill.
Wow! Trinity Glassfill! What a rare and unexpected guest!
My apologies. Both Senna and Luna seem to have fallen asleep from boredom. I thought that was rude, so I came out in their place.
Boredom?
I'm truly sorry.
Oh, it's all right, really. How kind of you to listen. Makes it worth continuing to teach. But...
Well, look at that. To think I would end up pacing you like this.
Okay, so back to the Ikaruga Civil War. It turns out there were several things going on behind the scenes during this battle.
Did I just get completely ignored?
For instance, it's generally accepted as fact that it was Major Kisaragi who killed Tenjo, but their suspicion that the true culprit was actually Hazuma. Oh no. Trinity, is something wrong?
It's nothing. Carry on, Hazuma.
There are even suspicions that the Akarga Federation itself had begun experimenting internally with crime fields. Some conspiracy theorists believe that Sector 7 was working behind the scenes and may have been involved in the incident that started the war.
There seem to be a lot of mysteries that haven't come to light. But whatever the circumstances were, war is never a good thing.
I agree. Wars tend to take many lives.
Why was Ibukido destroyed anyway? I don't think the librarian's attacks would be able to cause that much destruction.
Oh, right. I hadn't covered that yet. Ibukido's destruction was actually caused by the firing of Take Mikazuchi.
Take Mikazuchi, one of the Nox Nictoris causality weapons made by Nine.
There should be a clip of Take Mikazuchi somewhere. Take Mikazuchi was the very first Nox Nictoris causality weapon and has tremendous destructive power. It was created by...
Can't we save that part for another time? I mean, you're deep in your lesson about the Akarga Civil War and all.
Good point. Okay then. Guess we won't be needing the Take Mikazuchi. That also brings up the fact that the Nox Nictoris causality weapons, Nirvana and Kushinada's linchpin, were part of the reason Sector 7 opened hostilities. But that would deviate a bit from our main topic, so we'll move on.
Why would you do that? Isn't that part extremely important? Please cover it.
Oh my.
Again? Busy day.
Wait, what are you doing?
Sorry, kid. This is part of my mission.
Huh? Was someone just...
Must be your imagination. We can go over Nirvana some other time. Right now, I'd like to explain a bit about Kushinada's linchpin. Kushinada's linchpin was a Nox Nictoris causality weapon that could control Seether, and it just so happened to be Tenjo's trump card. However, this weapon cannot be used lightly, because if you abuse its Seether manipulating powers, it could lead to the destruction of our Seether-dependent world. That's why Tenjo hesitated to use it, even when he was in grave danger. Trinity.
Oh, sorry. It's not that your story was boring. It's actually a very compelling one that seemed very...
Oh, well, that's good, I suppose.
I'm doing my best to stay awake, Miss Litchi.
Right. Where was I? Ah, yes. Bang is always carrying the Phoenix for Tenjo on his back. You're already familiar with it, aren't you? It seems that the Retenjo is the core of Kushinada's linchpin, but not much is known about it. Apparently, Relius has taken an interest in Kushinada's linchpin and is currently looking for it. I wonder if he's realized... Of course, Relius isn't the only one in search of it. If, let's say, the remnants of Ikaruga were to get their hands on it, the state of the world would shift. At the remnants of Ikaruga I spoke of are trying to discern the whereabouts of Lord Tenjo's heir, Homura. Kagura seems to know a fair bit about it. Trinity... Not you too, Trinity. Well, Trinity is probably just tired. She said... Still, I can't really abide her falling asleep right in the middle of it.
I hope this is the last...
Oh, hey, Taker. What have you been doing with everyone anyway?
You've been calling me in here without knowing what I'm doing with them?
Well, the professor said she wanted to test out the holding void. That's all I know.
Like...
What's wrong?
You know what? Never mind. It's nothing. Right now, all I...
You okay, Taker? Are you feeling chilly?
No, I'm fine. I'm still on my mission, so if you look...
Leaving so soon? Whew. Okay, so back to the... Well, I'm a little reluctant to end here, but that's it for today's Azrael!
That cat-faced bitch Kokanoe. She was trying to trap me in some kind of void. No one catches me that easily.
And you escaped just now?
Yeah, but not a...
Oh, that was scary.
That was horrible.
Carl, Platinum.
I'd rather be tortured.
I'd have to agree. At least Miss Litch's story...
Hey, Busty McBoobs, your lessons can be agonizing, but I'll stay awake if you promise never to make me go there again.
That's so sweet. Thank you,
Yeah, that's right, Lexi.
Yeah! Yep.
Oh, you're all just wonderful. In that case, in response to the overwhelming enthusiasm...
What? The beginning? Wait a second. You don't have to do that for...
Yeah, I didn't sign on for that. You can give us the abridged...
I prefer boring stories to be...
So you don't want to hear...
Wait,
So,
Tao? What is it?
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no! You didn't eat yummy food and leave out Tao, did... I'll protest! You have...
a do-over?
Oh! No. We were so close, and then she had to...
You...
No?
Tao doesn't really get what's going on, but... Yes!
Well then...
Oh, Tao's here!
I doubt it.
So... Teach me, Miss Litchi. I suppose it's good that no patients are coming in, but it's bad for business. Well, as long as trouble doesn't come knocking down the door, I can't complain.
Hello, booby lady! Tao is really bored, so Tao came to play.
Oh, Tao, I was just thinking about how there isn't much for me to do.
Oh, booby lady's bored too? Let's play with booby lady's meat buns then.
I don't think so, Tao.
Oh,
What do you want to do?
Tao wants to play with booby lady's meat.
Out of the question!
Luna has arrived. Oh, hey, you're here too, Tao. Tao's bored, so Tao came to play. Luna's here to have attention paid to her.
Well then,
Tao wants to have fun. What can we do that's fun? You know what would be fun? Playing with Busty McBoob's big...
no! Why do you want to play with... I won't...
Tao suggested that. Man, what a cheapskate.
Maybe she doesn't like everybody grabbing at her.
Why not?
Some people are sensitive about it.
Really? Seems like a luxury to me. If Noelle heard that, she'd...
The lieutenant has nothing to do with it. Look, I just prefer to not be fondled by everyone that comes in. Since the both of you are bored and I don't seem to have any patience today, then it's a good time for us to do a bit of studying, isn't it?
Movie lady, Tao has studied lots of things. What else is there to study?
That's true. We could try quizzing you.
Miss Lychee!
Who is it this time?
Miss Lychee! Miss Lychee! Meow? What's going on? Miss Lychee! Miss! Meow, meow! Meow,
Don't you need to stop him?
I'm starting to think I should. You don't have to keep calling for me like that. I'm right.
But I can't Ow, that hurts. Miss Lychee, will you treat my wounds? Treat Tao's too, booby lick.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't turn the back of my clinic into a war zone.
Sorry about that, but I honestly couldn't stop.
Fortunately, there isn't anything
Important?
Medical instruments can be pretty expensive.
I'm sorry, Miss Lychee. I'll go clean up back there.
Hang on, let me look at your wounds first. Just a quick dab. And you're all set.
Meow.
You need to be careful not to hurt.
Yes, Miss Lychee. Okay, I'll go clean up. Tao will help. We're done. All right, looks great.
Wonderful. Thank you.
No problem. It was my fault anyway. I won't argue with that. What got you so excited anyway?
Yes, what are you here for, Makoto? Did you need something?
Huh? Oh, why am I here? Did you forget after causing such a...
So that's where you went,
Sorry, Noellers.
Sheesh. You know I can't move as fast as you.
Sorry. Guess you're destined to forever be my sidekick.
Goodness. It was so quiet until a few moments ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's quite all right. I wasn't busy anyway. You're perfectly welcome here.
That reminds me. I caught a new pet today.
A pet! Tao loves pets!
Yes. Come on.
Blazblue!
What is he doing?
You can't. I caught you fair and
Squiggly!
Wait, Tao. Let me talk to him.
Huh?
Lieutenant, would you please leave please leave him here with me?
What? I can't do that. Which would be... It's top secret information.
What do you mean?
Please take a closer look.
Still freaky. Still infested with bees. Wait a meow it! Squiggly isn't squiggling!
Squiggly, take a breath.
He's wiggling more than he's squiggling!
He was outside resting on a chair when I snatched him. That's all.
Meow? What's that? He's talking nonsense!
Fingertips, sit your hands up. Would sit my hand up.
No! Shut up, please!
What is he talking?
It's a poem, isn't it?
No way.
Oh! I've heard that before.
Wait, you've heard it? Makoto, when did you hear my poem?
When you were saying it out loud as you wrote it. I am in the
You're not supposed to collect intelligence on people's private lives.
That was a joke. But from your reaction, it definitely seems to be yours.
Could someone please
So, I was attacked as it was going azure. And when I dodged, I dropped my poem.
So he ate your poem, and then started reading it out loud.
Dude, that makes no sense. That wouldn't happen even if he ate a whole stack. Squiggly will eat anything. why I can't let you have this little guy.
Well, now that I've thought it over calmly, even if I caught him here, the real me is supposed to be continuously chasing after him.
You always say such deep things, Litch.
She sure does, even though it tends to take you out of the story.
But that line she delivered just now was
Hey now, don't tease. Enough about me. Why are all of you here?
Tao's here to play. Same here, and I'm... What? You forgot? That does sound familiar. It can't be important. Tao doesn't forget important.
But those are basic instincts of yours, Tao.
Close the princess, Cisco.
Quiet, Squiggly! Squiggly. No, that wasn't it. It seemed like you were really intent on...
What is it?
No, I thought if I acted like I remembered it, that's...
Bored.
You stopped with the poems! Look out, Squiggly! Oh, Arachne just reminded me. I made a new friend recently, but I don't know much about it. I was wondering if you could give me more details.
Looking at Arachne reminded you of your new friend?
That's disturbing no matter how you look at it. Her name's Celica. She's human, and Arachne reminded you of her? Wow, poor thing, sucks to be her.
Oh, Celica. She's somewhat of a long story.
Absolutely. I'm not sure why, but we've got nothing better to do. Right, Noel? That's right. I'm not sure why either, but it looks like we have nothing better to do.
Okay. It's a good opportunity, so why don't you follow along, Tao? You'll listen too, won't you, Platinum?
Study time?
Yes, Tao.
This gonna help Tao become a super vigilant. Celica.
To me, too.
May as well. Senna and Luna don't have anything else to do either.
Time for a lesson about the past. First, to be able to explain Celica, let's go over the Dark War.
Well, Tao,
You've studied it a number of times.
everyone knows about the Dark War. Huh? What do you mean, huh? No. I mean, yeah. Why so uneasy? No, I'm not uneasy. Meow. It's...
Looks like it will also be a review for some of you.
We don't need all the details.
Right. Let's see. The Dark War refers to the war that ensued after the Black Beast's sudden appearance.
Yep. I seem to remember learning that it was such a huge battle. It wiped out half of mankind. Half? What?
It makes me so sad to think how many times I've taught her this material, and yet she always...
And then the sixth hero stood against the Black Beast and defeated it.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it.
That's also when a new technology that's still used today was created. Can you tell me what it is?
What? I didn't expect to be quizzed in the middle. Tao remembers Archmealgus. Yeah, Archmealgus. Wellers, I think she's talking about Ars Maggot. Oh, right, Ars Maggot. What are you going on about? It's not mealtime yet. Hey, settle down.
There's something about seeing you unable to stand up to Noel that I really can't stand.
It'll be okay, booby lady. That thing looks like Squiggly, but it...
You're right. Perhaps you became a little too omnivorous.
Oh, hey, so why did the Black Beast appear anyway?
That's a very important question. Allow me to...
Wait, you know why?
Well, only as much as my own network of information gathering. I don't know the details of how the Black Beast was born.
Wait, so you don't know?
But I do know that a man named Shuichiro Ayatsuki is involved.
Shuichiro? Did we learn that in class? Because it's not ringing any bells. Hal thinks maybe she learned that before.
Oh?
You did? Are you sure?
I think I've heard that name.
Well, why doesn't Luna remember this? If you remember it, Senna, then that means...
You sure it's not your imagination?
Yeah! He was one of the 6 heroes!
No, he was...
Oh, snap.
Scientist? Yes, actually. Shuichiro Ayatsuki was conducting a training experiment, and when it failed, he accidentally summoned the Black Beast.
Say what?
The reason why is unknown. However, someone we all know was there when that experiment took place.
The Elder?
No, not the Elder.
Don't just guess randomly, stupid. Sorry.
It was Relius Clover.
Is someone talking about my awful father and...
How the heck did he hear that? Was he here all along? Carl?
Quiet! We have little time! Easy, sneeze.
Aha! Shorty's here! What?
Please don't direct your claws at sister. Upon further investigation, my quarry is not present. We must not...
What the heck was that?
Right? So we know that Relius was there, but is he to blame for the Black Beast?
I don't know the details of that either.
There has to be some reason. Optic barrel!
Such violence.
This is education! Lacking lady's losing it! It's a Noxnick chorus, so it works pretty well on him.
You don't understand just how terrifyingly powerful your own weapon is, do you?
So, back on topic. I understand the stuff about the Black Beast, but
I was just about to...
Tal completely forgot about that! This is the story. Yeah, let's get back.
Okay, so... Do you remember
Celica has a full name?
Of course she does.
Noellers, you remember it?
Huh? Isn't it Celica A. Mercury?
Oh, very good.
Senna knew it seems.
Huh? Didn't you know it?
What? No, Luna didn't know. Maybe it's... no. So what's special about her full name?
Wait. Does the...
Yes, the A is for Ayatsuki. Shuichiro Ayatsuki is Celica's father.
She's the little sister of 9, who was one of the Magic Guild's 10 sages.
You know about her then?
I sure do. I was with her. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt, so I'll go now.
Huh? You got a problem? No.
I can't have you sassing everyone like that.
Master Jubei!
Oh, I thought maybe it'd be best if I explained something myself.
Which part?
Celica was also my sister-in-law.
That person was involved in this too? Master Jubei's sister-in-law? How come Luna's never heard that before?
Well, you heard it now. Anyway.
Wait, what? He came all the way just to say that.
Anyway, were you able to understand a bit about...
Seems like she was close to some very important people.
She was.
Hang on a second. Does that mean Celica was an older woman that went out of her way to look younger?
What are you talking about, Makoto? Celica was really young. About the same age as us,
That math doesn't even add up. There's no... Really? Watch it, stupid. No one insults Master...
Jubei is a beastkin, so maybe he appears a little younger than he actually is.
Then the math really doesn't add up.
It's natural for you to get confused about that. Celica's a special case.
What do you mean?
She's been copied by Professor Kokonoe and is alive in the present day.
Wait, what?
That's not all either. Celica has an even greater power.
It's a buy one, get one free deal on surprise.
Celica is the key to activating Kushinada's linchpin, which controls the flow of Caesar.
Kushinada's linchpin? linchpin? Not exactly. But Tao, do you know about it already?
Well, by activating Kushinada's linchpin, you can stop the Black Beast from doing anything.
Wow, that's amazing! Tao heard that even Cat Person struggled. Master Jubi wasn't fighting at his full potential, that's all. So that means Silica and Kushinada's linchpin would... Oh no, what happens to Silica?
It's all right. Ragna and the 6 heroes sealed away the Black Beast.
Good guy? Good guy? I guess Ragna should get some credit for it.
Aw, you like him too much to not give him some credit. Isn't that right?
Like him? Gross! How dare you even suggest such...
So that means Celica was okay then.
Wait, I'm not glad. What does that mean? Why was Ragna in? Is Ragna super old too? I don't get this at all.
Oh dear. Is this too convoluted for you?
Tao's getting smarter and smarter. Well, you are getting better at learning the things you've forgotten. Tao hasn't forgotten, Meow, but today you were all really smart. You think so? Luna only knew a few things.
Oh, don't say that. You'll make me blush.
As your tutor, Tao's very proud of you. That again? Just because Lychee started teaching you first doesn't mean meow, 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 meow.
Hey, Makoto, are you okay?
Why don't you rest here for a bit?
Yeah, I think I will. Thanks.
Want me to stay with you, Makoto?
Oh, but you still need to do something about that poem, don't
Sure, blossoms dance.
Optic Wrap?
If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna try a few things. Because this really needs to stop.
Of course. If it works out, would you mind bringing him back when you're done?
I can do that. Well, I'll be off then.
Just try not to annihilate him.
Meow? Is lacking?
She had an important matter.
Oh, okay. I guess Tao will have to eat her share of meat buns. Is there anything going on in your brain that isn't food?
Have as many as you'd like, Tao.
Yeah! Yay!
Delicious.
Yay!
You don't have to go along with it, you know.
It's okay. I'll take a meat bun. Such determination! Tao convinced that we have the same drive. Impressive! You too, Tao. Look at you gluttons complimenting each other.
Teach me, Miss Lychee. You're taking longer to recover than when Tao had the herbal medicine.
Just thinking about it makes my brain all ooey. Hey, movie lady!
She still hasn't recovered from the last episode.
I ate those meat buns and I'm better than you. How come the buns didn't cure her?
She seems to have an appetite, though.
Meow.
She clears her plate when she eats, so that's how it appears anyway.
Hurry, girl. Are you sure you're not feeling good? I'm not. You're not? I'd offer you my meat buns, but I already ate them.
Miss Lychee, pardon the intrusion. Oh,
that's a different entrance.
Yes, Luna's tired, so I'm here instead.
You can take turns sleeping.
Oh no, that's just what she felt like doing. Our body needs sleep sometimes.
Sleeping is the best, meow. Taking a nap in a nice warm spot in the sun is pure bliss.
Oh, do you know a good spot, Tao?
That spot is Tao and Good Guy's secret spot.
It's okay, Tao. No one's going to steal your spot.
Be quiet. If you come any...
This got...
What's that? Is that black squiggle? Please listen to me. I finally managed to get my poems back. But now all he does is try to eat me. Squiggly, now you've shown your true colors. I thought he looked hungry, so I cooked him some food. Dead meal.
What? Death?
Hey, settle down. Is he getting hungry?
I can't believe he's obeying like that.
What's a death meal?
Is it food? Sure sounds like food. Tell Tao. Is it tasty? I can cook some for you if you'd like. Tao didn't know Lacking Lady could cook. I can. And I'm very good at it. You really mean that, don't you? Huh? No! Aww, you're so mean, Makoto. Are you okay?
Makoto still hasn't recovered from getting overwhelmed during the last lesson. She can't seem to hold it together very long.
But people tell me my food is great. I don't understand.
What's he saying now?
Did he eat something weird? I wonder. Huh? What? Oh no, he ran off! Oh, they promised to have him over to Miss Lychee too.
Pardon me.
Tiger? And Kokonoe?
Looks like we got a full house here.
Please don't break through my ceiling.
You really should put a door on your roof.
No, nobody does that.
Well, that's short-sighted. Having an entrance everywhere is way more convenient.
But my clinic isn't a secret base.
Hey, Kokonoe. He's getting away.
Uh-oh, that's right. No time to chit-chat. Tiger, put out your arm. All right, and clicky.
Could we stop getting so rowdy in my clinic?
Well, shit, you got away.
I see you haven't gotten around to unequipping this.
Oh, that was meow-tastic, big guy.
You're probably the only one who thinks that. You know, I'll gladly give you some modifications whenever you want.
Tao likes the name Tao, as tempting as that is, meow.
Still a no, even after so much time has passed?
Meow.
Is that what we're talking about now?
So, why are you after that thing?
It's not a thing. It's Roy.
I'm not entirely certain, but it appears that a very important document was stolen. Lately, Kokonoe's been writing things down before she goes to bed.
Don't share information they don't need to know, Tiger. Let's keep after him.
Affirmative.
Time to try out this week's amazing surprise equipment.
Whoa! When did you add rocket booster?
And they're gone. How cool were they? The Mr. Tiger sure is busy.
Well, I hope my clinic doesn't look as bad outside as it...
Did I miss anything good, Senna?
Not really.
Are you sure? Why does everyone look stunned? Mm-hmm. Was that Kokinoe and Taker just now? I wonder what they're doing out there. Oh well, I don't have time to worry about that. Still, that's strange. I was in the middle of taking a shortcut. Are you God? You're floating! That's not God. It's Celica. Hello, Noelle. What happened to Makoto? Her brain might have short-circuited. Short-circuited? I'm not sure I understand. Shall I use some healing magic?
She's probably fine. It's not severe enough to need healing magic. More importantly, why did you emerge from the back of my clinic?
Oh, this is a clinic? I was thinking of getting some Chinese food, so I took a shortcut. Hang on, you don't come out of the back of a clinic because you're taking a shortcut. Isn't it faster to travel in a straight line? If you can float, why not go over? Are you lost? No, I'm not exactly sure where I am at the moment. Sounds an awful lot like being lost.
This is perfect. You're the subject of today's lesson.
I am? We were going over it before, but Makoto overloaded. Before? I don't understand. Movie lady, do we get to study her?
Yes. Why don't we get started? I'm a little concerned that Makoto hasn't recovered, though.
It's okay. I can just tell her all the good parts later.
That would be helpful, Noelle. Thank you. Let's get started.
Meow! Okay.
Actually, could you teach from up here, please?
What? You want me to teach?
You are the most knowledgeable about this subject.
I suppose you're right. Sure. But what is it you'd like me to teach? I've never done this before.
Celica, you and Ragnar traveled together during the age of the Dark War, didn't you?
Yes, I think the first time we met was when I was tending to him. He was weak and covered in wounds. Huh? Wait. What do you mean you met Ragnar? You must mean someone who looked... No, that was definitely the real Ragnar. No doubt about it. That can't be. I don't care that his nickname is the Grim Reaper. There's no way he was around during the Dark War. Let's skip that for now. How can you just gloss over something like that?
Because we'll never get anywhere otherwise.
What was Good Guy doing there? At that time, Ragnar had lost his memory. What? So when you say he lost his memory, you're saying he no longer has his memory now? You just repeated yourself, idiot. At first, he'd forgotten everything but his name.
For now, let's assume we're talking about the same Ragnar. So you traveled with him?
I wouldn't say we traveled. It was more of a search for someone.
Who?
My father.
Shuichiro Ayatsuki.
The name sounds familiar. Oh, come on. We learned about him in the last lesson. Did we? Wouldn't Tal remember that? What does that have to do with Ragnar? It doesn't really. He was accompanying me. Then a lot of things happened, and eventually we confronted the Black Beast. The Black Beast? Wait a minute. And you came out okay? To put it simply, I made it through because Ragnar saved me. Good Guy is so great! Yes, he is a good guy. In fact, he's very important to me. No, this doesn't make any sense. Just like Flatso over there said. Flatso?
Luna, you don't have to be so honest all the time.
Honest? Suck it up, Buttercup. I call bull. There's no way Ragnar was there during that age. Meow, why not? The Dark War was about 100 years ago. More specifically, I met Ragnar in 2106. Weird. Good Guy's not an old man. He wouldn't be alive during that time. Tal's I promise, I'm not lying. You're not? Tal finds that... I'm sure that what you say is the truth, Tal Kaka, but what I'm telling you is also true. Won't you believe me? If what Tal is thinking is right, then what Antenna Girl is saying is wrong. But if you're not lying, then Tal believes you, I think. Thank you. Can I ask a question? You said Ragnar saved you. How did he manage to save you from the Black Beast? He took the Black Beast head on by himself. Ragnar did? Ragnar said he'd come back, and he gave me his coat. And then? Mr. Jubei stayed with him. Later, he told me that Ragnar had disappeared with a black beast, and he left me with a sword. I was ready to risk my life, but Ragnar stopped me and fought in my place. Ragnar did that? What's wrong, Noelle? Ragnar, the Grim Reaper, risked his life to stop the black beast. He was a really great guy. Good guy is always a good guy. But the good guy Tao knows is probably a different guy.
Luna's getting confused. Please stop using nicknames for people.
Tao can call him whatever Tao wants.
Whatever. But the Ragnar from now has his sword and jacket, right?
Yes. When I saw Ragnar again, I was relieved to know that he received them unharmed.
Luna feels like she understands.
That's a nice story. But it was also really confusing.
I'll tell you all something, but it's just for you to know. Celica is the sister who raised Ragnar. Are you surprised? Like all, what? Warn me about a spoiler bomb before you say it.
Litchy, what are you doing?
Nothing. Just talking to myself about...
It's kind of depressing that you talk to yourself.
But with Celica teaching my lesson, I don't have anything to do.
Hey, booby lady!
What is it, Tao?
Lacking lady is still crying. Shouldn't we help her?
No, it's all right.
It's okay, Lieutenant. Don't cry. What? Both Ragnar and I are still here. Yeah.
See?
Meow.
By the way, were the 6 heroes around at that time? What were they like?
I'd like to know, too. I wonder if they were really stoic.
The 6 heroes? We can talk about them a little bit.
We sort of talked about the 6 heroes, but we didn't learn much about who they were.
We already know that Master Jubei is amazing, though.
Mr. Jubei? Yes, he is quite amazing. I am forever in his debt. He's also my brother-in-law.
Oh, that's right. Hey, don't think you can act all intimate with Master Jubei just because you're related.
We don't act close, we are close.
Ooh, you are not allowed to trump Luna like that.
You're Cat Person's little sister? You don't look very cat-like. That's because I'm a human.
Meow.
What about the rest of the 6 heroes?
It's difficult to say what all of them are like. You could say that Falkenhayn is pretty stern. Teremi he's hard to describe.
Yes, I suppose he is.
Mr. Hakumen is quiet. Even though I would talk to him, he'd never reply. However, he had an air about him that seemed similar to Ragnar.
Hakumen's kind of a badass, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not that great at making conversation, though.
That just adds to his badassery.
He's a good listener. At least I always thought he was listening. Mr. Hakumen hasn't forgotten about you, Platinum.
Really? Somehow he doesn't feel like a stranger. It feels like Luna's known him for a long time.
That's because you have one of the 6 heroes in you. Trinity was my sister's best friend. We're also very close. She's a very gentle person, but she's very scary when she gets angry.
How scary?
That's a good question. Imagine, Taukaka, that a delicious treat is being dangled in front of you, but just out of reach. Scarier than that.
Meow! That is scary! A treat right in front of Tao that Tao can't get? That's terrifying!
Tao.
Is it really the scariest thing you can think of?
Wait, that's only 5 people. Lastly, there's my sister. She went by the name 9. She was one of the 10 sages and was the 9th member, hence the name.
The 10 sages?
Amongst an already highly skilled group of mages, they were a group of the most elite. Ishana was known as the Magic Guild.
Ishana? Meowgers?
Why don't we go over Ishana next?
Luna thinks maybe she's heard of Ishana. Or maybe she hasn't. Magic user, huh? Can they use magic?
Yes, that's right.
That's awesome! But is that different from Arsh Meowgus?
We learned that Ars Magus are powers that use Seether, didn't we? We did, and now you've learned it again.
Magic borrows the spiritual power of the natural world for use.
Oh, yeah? Luna's having trouble following, too. Same here.
It's something that you can use even when there's no see-through.
Even I don't understand the theory behind it. I just happen to be good at healing magic.
Healing magic? Isn't that really amazing?
I suppose it could be. I've had these powers for as long as I can remember.
So when you came floating in here, was that Matt?
Yes, my sister would always get anxious because she thought I might fly off somewhere, but floating is second nature for me.
If Tao could do that. Tao's not sure what she'd do, but it would be convenient.
In Ishana, the place we were talking about a moment ago, there were other mages like me. Ishana was referred to as the Magic Guild by people on the outside.
So they're not there anymore?
Right now, only 2 mages exist in the world. No, 3, I think.
That's not many at all. Ishana is smaller than Kaka Village.
That's not actually...
But I heard they played a central role during the fight against the Blazblue.
Yes, Ishana was a city built on a floating island in the sea. And as you would expect from a place called the Magic Guild, it was protected by a magical barrier. It was a place that couldn't be penetrated by Seether. There was only one time that a tear in the barrier was found, and Seether did get in, but even with that it was a safe place. Then Ragna stopped the Black Beast, and during that time countermeasures against the Black Beast were perfected.
Ars Magus, right?
That's right. Ars Magus was created to battle the Black Beast, and the Azure Grimoire was born. My sister was the central figure responsible for those.
Your sister was pretty incredible, Antenna Girl.
Thank you. Before facing the Black Beast, things were so mild. My sister was very intimidating to many of those around her and was apparently difficult to befriend, but she always cared for me. My sister, Trinity, and I would sit at a cafe and talk for hours. I seem to remember her getting really angry when a boy was flirting with me as she sipped her coffee that was mostly milk and sugar.
I see.
So in Ishana, there were people who could use magic. And there were lots of people who drank really sweet coffee. I see. No, the only one drinking sweet coffee was Celica's sister. Oh, it was?
Well, it's nothing more than a history lesson.
But I think I understand more about who you are than I did before.
Oh, you do?
How didn't really get it.
Yes, well, it might be hard to understand the whole picture from a short lesson like that. Why don't you read the novel version?
The novel?
Yes, I think you'll understand much more if you do.
Okay, Tao will read the novel. Forget reading a novel. Can Tao even read? Tao can read a novel. Hey, movie lady, what's a novel? It's a book with lots of words in it. Meow! That's a high hurdle for Tao to jump. That makes Tao sleepy.
I should have figured. I'll read it to you, Tao. You all should definitely read it on your own, though.
Quick thinking throwing that plug in there, Miss Litchy. How much are you getting paid for that?
That's not very nice. It was an honest recommendation. Any money received is purely a gratuity.
Yes, Senna. It's an important story for Luna and you, too. Anyway, let's keep studying to fill in the gaps. Earth to Makoto. Are you still out of it? Has Furry Girl been like this the whole time?
That's true. I wonder if she'll be okay.
Answering the call, I have arrived.
You're in a great mood, Kokonoe. Are you happy that you got your diary back?
Don't be an ass, Tager. I'm just like I always am. More importantly, retrieve those 2 over there.
Roger that.
Huh? What are you grabbing me for?
Well, for Makoto. I thought I'd take her out of overload mode. As for you, Noelle,
What do you mean?
you don't know what kind of effect having too much knowledge in your brain is going to have. I thought I'd tamper with you a bit.
Is Lacking Lady getting rocket boosters?
That's not a bad idea. I'll consider it.
No! I don't want
to be rebuilt.
It won't be heavy like Tager. Smaller rocket boosters should be adequate.
I don't need them.
Professor, please don't tease her like that.
Suck it up, Noelle. I'm just messing with you.
You're not gonna rebuild her? But if you're giving lacking lady rocket booster boobs, I'll need to give her a new name. Hang on a sec. You can do that? Wait, you weren't actually considered.
The amount of work I'd have to put into getting a modification like that to function properly isn't worth my time. Now, if you wanted to put missiles in there, I'd consider it. But there's really no point in increasing how much fatty tissue you have on your chest.
Don't be sad, Lieutenant. Modifying yourself like that isn't good.
Renouncing modifications like that doesn't make me look good.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tager. I didn't mean it like that.
I know.
What's wrong, Tager? Were you shocked?
No, I'm not built to feel such things. You know that better than anyone, Kokonoi.
You're right. But for now, you better wipe off the oil that's leaking from your eyes.
Someone must be cutting dust in my onions.
Poor Tager. You've got some wires crossed, don't you? Was someone cutting onions in here? Or did you get dust in your eye?
Yes. That's what I meant.
Hey, Tager. We don't have time to sit around and chit-chat.
But, Kokonoi, weren't you the one that started the conversation?
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No.
These two have too much information crammed into their heads. I wonder what the most effective way to mess with their memory.
Mess with? What are you gonna do?
You don't need to do anything to Tau or Platinum.
Platinum was there when it happened. And Tau doesn't need any tinkering. She's probably already forgotten it all.
Tail Lake is rude. Tau remembers.
Fine then. What was the Magic Guild's other name? Shina? You mean the snake bearer from that one series? Wasn't it more effort for you to remember that than it...
Meow!
Never mind. That's fine. Looks like I don't have to mess with your memory, Tau. Tager, we're leaving.
Roger.
Well, that was a mess. Is that all there was to the lesson?
Yes, Tau. I think that's enough.
Well, that Chinese restaurant awaits, so I'll be off.
Wait, since you're already here, could I interest you in some meat buns?
Meat buns?
You mentioned wanting to go to the restaurant, so I figured I'd just whip some up.
Well, seeing as that's all I was after, I think I'll take you up on that. Shoot, so close. We can all eat together! Using your head sure builds an appetite. Remind me when you used your head again?
Don't worry. I figured that lesson would wipe everyone out, so I made a bunch.